The Atlanta Journal-Constitution's highlighting a Republican state representative in a deep red district who's fighting for immigration reform that sometimes puts him at odds with his own party. The paper profiles Republican Casey Carpenter of Dalton, Georgia, and his advocacy for a Mexican-born college student who was arrested in the lawmaker's hometown for a traffic violation and spent more than 2 weeks at an ICE detention center. Let's bring in right now Republican State Representative Casey Carpenter of Georgia. He joins us now. Hey, Representative, it's great to have you here. This story popped out at me for a couple of reasons. One is because I spent summers in Dalton, Georgia with my grandma. Spent a lot of summers there with her. And also because I have an uncle who worked in the carpet business up there. Anybody knows Dalton knows it's all about that industry. Talk about the importance of immigrants and keeping the economy in Dalton, Georgia, and the surrounding areas vital. And again, we're talking about legal immigration here. You're talking about legal immigration, but you're again, you've taken what a lot of people are calling a very reasonable stance. Talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I actually represent a 54% minority district, but it's a deep red district. Our industry, it's got to have immigrants. I mean, there's no way around it. And so what I've said the whole time is, look, nobody wants people to flow into the border. Nobody wants all these criminals here, but we have to find a pathway for the people that are here that are, been here 20 years, that are of value to our community, that have citizen kids. I mean, it's a very complex issue, and it's not black and white. And I'm just asking Congress and the federal government to do a holistic approach on immigration and try to solve this.
Well, and talk about, if you will, because a lot of people that may have just got involved in politics recently may think this is a black and white issue. This is a partisan issue, but I'll tell you, I served in Congress in a deep red district, and small business owners understood the importance of immigration for small business owners, for mid-sized business owners. Talk about that and what you hear from your constituents and how, again, in a deep red district, people that voted Republican, people that voted for Donald Trump, people that run small businesses, small restaurants, family businesses, they need immigrants working.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is there's industries, construction, manufacturing, hospitality, industries that require these immigrants. They are not taking American jobs. They're doing jobs a lot of times that Americans don't want to do. And so, we all supported electing Donald Trump with the idea that he was going to get rid of all the criminals, and unfortunately, these good people are getting caught up in the wash, if you will. And I think if we don't make a turn on this issue, we're going to be in problem, not only in elections, but just moving forward as a country.
Representative Carpenter, talk to us about how your constituents are viewing all this. Donald Trump, of course, all three of his presidential campaigns took a real hard line against immigration. That's sort of his calling card in many ways. And polls suggest that a lot of Republicans really agree with him. You're outlining right now why that's more complicated than many think. But as you each and every day talk to people in your district, what are they saying?
People are heartbroken because a lot of these people that are getting detained are good people. Like I said, these are kids that have gone to high school, that we've educated, that everybody else's kids know, that play sports with them. I mean, these are not people that you want to see leave your community. And so I get it. It's a complicated issue, but if we don't look at a solution that allows these people to have a pathway, I just think we're in trouble. I mean, and my community's heartbroken over the situation. I'm sure you guys followed the news on Yamina and all the things that she went through, but she is just an illustration of what's going on. It's just the tip of the iceberg, if you will. This is happening all over the United States, and these are people that, at the end of the day, you don't really want to haul off.
Right. So, Representative Carpenter, tell me, in the Georgia legislature, are you finding any Republicans that support reasonable, pro-business immigration policies like yourself?
Yeah, I think so. I think the issue is we were making progress on this issue, 4 or 5 years ago. I think Trump had some stuff on the table if the Democrats would have provided funding for the wall back in his first presidency that was going to expand DACA and also make it permanent. But nobody wants to deal. And so both sides of the aisle, Democrat and Republican, use this as a fundraising and a fear-mongering mechanism instead of just trying to solve it. And unfortunately, these good people are getting caught up in it. And every election cycle, they become a fodder for who's going to get elected.
Republican State Representative Casey Carpenter of Georgia, thank you very much for coming on the show this morning.
Just a quick question. What's the name of the carpet mill that your uncle works with?
Oh, well, he actually worked up in Dalton, but then he actually ran a carpet place down in Pensacola, Florida.
Oh, good for him, man. Awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate you having me on.
It's great having you
Thank you,
on,
sir.
and hope to see you next time I come up to Dalton.